Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. I am the MysteriousJG. So we hop back up to the Tempest. You missed Super Callow telling us that Gil was ready to talk to us about the whatever that datapad receiver transponder thing that is going to drive the main plot about the Archon forward. That he's ready to talk to us about it. I, in the meantime, did make some new gear. I went ahead and made an Ishare 6, a Dawn 6, and I made an Asari Sword 6 as a change of pace from our Krogan Hammer. I did not bother to make new armor because we've just been using the Deep Space Explorer stuff, which gives us the experience boost, and I was going to switch away from it because I actually like the way it looks. I wasn't going to switch away from it until we started getting in more combat difficulty, and that really hasn't been happening. Stick with Liam and Cora. Liam and Aid. Oh man, I named a video based on Liam and Aid, and I don't think that's right. We also have new email that we should be checking out. So, meeting with Aksul. To writer from Moshai. What's her face? Pathfinder. Jarl expressed that you wish to meet with Aksul. It has been a long time since he and I spoke. He was so changed by the Ket, it's difficult to talk to him. But perhaps enough time has passed, and together we can reason with him. I've arranged a meeting at my laboratory on Aya. Please come at your earliest convenience. Acknowledged. To writer from Tan. While we left our old home, we never planned on having to negotiate with an alien civilization or a new one. Really? We probably should have thought about that possibility. It's vital we placate the Angara and keep them on our side. They've opened an embassy on Aya, and our diplomatic team is already settling in. I'm counting on you to ensure our success. Why did you edit that one message? You've established ties with the resistance leader, the Moshai, and Aya's governor. Do all you can to learn everything about them and their supporters. The better we understand Aya's political structure, the more successful we'll be. Sorry. The more successful we'll be getting their help colonizing Helios. To write from Anonymous Pathfinder, I'm the one who is storing supplies around the Nexus for Liberty Gadara. They were intended for hard-working and downtrodden exiles just trying to survive. The initiative cast them off with almost no regard for their future. Whole families, many of them were barely implicated in the revolts, or left because they couldn't bear to separate from loved ones. I was able to make several deliveries before you took it upon yourself to shut down the pipeline, enough to buy them some time and hopefully get them back on their feet. I've left my post on Nexus and joined these disenfranchised people. I want you to know that this was done out of concern and caring, not avarice or greed. Please don't take it out on the people of Gadara. Good luck to you. Okay. Writer from Peter Sellers. Can't remember anything about Peter Sellers. I guess he wasn't he in like the wasn't he Inspector Clouseau? Anyway, I wanted to send my appreciation for clearing my dear friend Sanjiv's name. I hate to imagine the ordeal he was subjected to by the exiles who took him, but it does my heart good to know that he will be remembered as a faithful member of this incredible endeavor, not a traitor. Perhaps now I can finally put the Nexus reverse behind me and start looking to the future. Yours, Peter Sellers. You're making waves. Dear customer. From Bootleggers Association, we appreciate your previous business and hope you enjoy our blah blah blah. We are constantly improving and experimenting on new blends, so be sure to check back with us. I thought that was, yeah, but we even tried to talk to him after our first purchase and we couldn't. To writer from Drac, it was a scam. Do me a favor and don't tell Vetra, okay? Because she tried to tell him he had this matriarch who was trying to get us help move funds, the Sudanese prince scandal. So y'all's we got a couple new quests that have popped up. But we are, in fact, trying to get this place up to full happiness level. That's the term I'm going to use, happiness level. I want to get the, you need like 90% habitability / happiness before you can get the perk that allows you to use those special armor augments, there's crazy remnant armor augments that give you, like, a big boost to one thing and a big penalty to something else, and that perk like halves the penalty, and it's totally worth doing.
Okay, that's done. Still need to track down Reyes' cargo, though. This place stinks.
I wonder when Colt Dalton's going to be involved in a quest. So just so you can see what I'm talking about. Like this would be, you can put in. Oh, never mind. You don't actually. It's not an augment. It's a mod. Forget it. So we have to go deal with some quest. I forget exactly what it was. But once again, we're teaming up with Vic the Slick. And the game is really running sluggish. For some reason I was thinking I had my jump jets at my disposal here. I don't. Yeah, the game is either running sluggish or my recorder is acting up. Usually they're both pretty reliable on my new setup. My laptop had been acting up a few videos back and making me panic, and this LP in particular seemed cursed. But the desktop, once did a few tweaks, it was been working really good.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I really should put on
That's my
douchebag with headphones outfit.
You want a drink or a room?
Hoo-hoo.
Information, actually.
And a room.
That'll cost you more than a round of drinks.
What about a room?
My friend's good for it.
You owe me. Cheap bastard. Fine.
Put it on my tab. See?
What do you want to know?
Zia Cordier. She been around recently?
You mean your ex? Yeah, she was here.
I have like a billion flirt options with this guy. The plot thickens. Do you have more details?
Was she by herself, or...?
No, she was with a Solarian. Shifty
Director
guy
Tan.
I'd never seen before. Maybe it was the charlatan.
Ooh.
Anything's possible. You overhear their conversation?
Oh, they're right
They
behind
were
you.
planning to meet someone at Spirit's Ledge.
Thanks, Umi.
Whatever. You didn't hear it from me.
If you check the meeting spot, I'll follow the collective lead. Doubt Zia was meeting the charlatan, but you never know.
Flirt. Why? What's this? She's like, no big deal. No, don't tell anyone I told you. She gives us info, then acts like she doesn't need payment for it, and then tells us not to tell anyone that she gave it to us. It's like she acknowledges that it's dangerous that she gave us to it, but she doesn't want to be paid for it. Okay.
I'll call you when I get there. Thanks, Ryder.
I really wish you would flirt with me, Ryder. Hello, my name is Drake.
You know, Kadara ain't half bad. Nexus could learn a thing or two.
About a thing or two. Hey, we actually have dialogue options.
Who do you think the charlatan could be?
Probably
Anyone
PB.
or no one. A lot of people would rather get behind a story than face reality.
Who do you think the charlatan could be? Anyone or no one? Where do you think the charlatan could be? Anywhere and nowhere.
I assume you have opinions about Sloan?
That's putting it lightly. Sloan switched sides. Helped the uprising when she was head of Nexus security. I don't like Tan any more than I like her, but loyalty counts.
Anywhere and nowhere. Sorry, I want to hear that again. I was thinking about cave dwellers. You know, if you get trapped on a desert island and you've got food and water, but you're going to have to live out your days just with one TV show to watch, Mr. Science Theater is not a bad choice. Even just the Joel years. It is life and death. Anyway,
I assume you have opinions about Sloan?
That's putting it lightly. Sloan switched sides. Helped the uprising when she was head of Nexus security. I don't like Tan anymore.
That's what I thought he said. That he wasn't really complimenting Tan, but he's like, you know, at least Tan stayed on his side, so that's actually kind of cool.
How does this place stack up to the Krogan colony?
Sucks.
Hard to compare. The colony's ours. It works for Krogan. But these exiles are onto something here if they could just get along.
Can't we all just get along?
Why do you drink here instead of Tartarus?
This place has Umi. She gets me. Or at least she keeps pouring.
Don't have too much fun.
We'll see.
I don't even remember what Tartarus is. Tartarus the bar on the Nexus? Or is it another bar that's in this town? This place has got a high bar per people ratio. When the initiative failed us, slaughter remained strong. Stand with her today. Join the Nintendo Fun Club today, Mac. Can't be happy without my shirt. So, we're heading out. We want the world to know. And we're taking our 2 human friends with us because it's been a while. It's been a while. So we had an all-human crew rolling to meet the Charlatan, maybe. People kept joking about how she might be going to meet the Charlatan. I'm guessing this is where we finally get some idea who the Charlatan might actually be. Unless that's never revealed, or the Charlatan turns out to be that unnamed NPC who told us about the underground society of caves and stuff on Eos. The Independent Gangster Kingdom of Avalon, or whatever it's called. We're gonna get out, here we go. Almost Solarians keep rising to the top. Anyway. We should really think about trying to help the Krogan. That'll be next. After we finish with this planet, I guess we'll do some loyalty missions, but then it'll be time to help the Krogan. For sure. Unless I decide to go out to that one planet that we haven't checked out yet. Okay. So it's not okay, I thought for a minute it was this point of interest, but it is not exactly on that structure. Big structure like that, I'm waiting to find out what plot significance it has. So far, we haven't had any big involved battles for quite a while. Lots of little smallish quests where you fight like a half dozen or fewer enemies at the end of driving around from one point to another.
Hustle was a good scene. People from all over, helping out when it mattered. A lot of right ways to help in a crisis. All we needed was coordination. Not too different from how Ryder runs the team.
It works. Might work differently if we were at war.
I don't see anyone. Do you see anyone?
Let's look around. Maybe see you left something behind.
Are we where we're supposed to be? We're close. Trying to decide if it's worth it to investigate this thing. It is not. There are definitely dudes waiting to come shoot at us in that building.
I think we're clear.
I've really had enough of these constant dinosaur attacks. Oh, I've got a ninja sword now. So it's a little bit different fighting style.
Think I found something. Looks like a wire.
The wire. Found some lithium. A console.
What's that?
Well, what is it? Oh, we activated a console and now there's going to be a dead drop. We triggered a dead drop. I really should have been paying attention to what this plot point is about. Because I kind of didn't. I had a couple hours break between this video and the last one. This is the first one of a new sit-down. Dinosaurs or people? What's popping up on my map? It's dinosaurs.
Success. It's open.
What?
Reyes, I found a data pad with what looks like a nav point.
Oh, great, another
Must be
quest
where Zia's
step.
hiding the cargo. Probably left that behind for the buyer.
Okay, why make the buyer come here? Yeah, I mean, come on.
Why not just tell the buyer directly?
Yeah, it's a fetch quest.
Frequencies can be hacked. Dead drops are considered safer, especially for a big sale.
Big
Did you
sale?
find anything on your end?
The Solarian is a fence. No direct connection to the collective. My guess is Zia met him to find potential buyers. Let's follow up on those coordinates. I'll meet you there.
So this is a big excuse for you not to come along with us for this portion of the quest. Gotcha. So, where are the coordinates? Are they far? They're pretty far. Let's teleport to another save point. We don't even have to go, our fast travel point here. We don't even have to get back to our ship. Just teleport. Pretty handy.
We're approaching the scavengers that stole the Angaran satellites and destroyed the search vessel.
I feel like we did this quest already.
What are the odds they'll surrender peacefully?
Less than 1%.
Like, I'm almost positive we already completed that quest. Which would be, yeah, I think I remember that place. Because that's where we fought a bunch of enemy types we hadn't fought before and made some progress, but towards defeating enough humanoid enemy types to train Apex up. But then, since then, we keep encountering the same enemies over and over and haven't been able to get a 20th.
Shuttle. Someone's already inside.
Let's park far away and sneak up. Let's mine.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
We can get a very small amount of aluminum. Probably could have picked a better place to mine, I'm sure, but... He was putting a little shuttle and sent to Earth because this planet was blowing up. That's horrible. I wonder if we could steal the shuttle. Oh, he got here first, did he? Good for him. There will be a fight in here, right? I mean, there's ammo boxes.
It's empty.
Stand set up, King.
What if this was all just some elaborate trick to get you here?
So we could make
You
out.
mean there was never any cargo?
Bravo. I knew you'd figure it out eventually.
Zia.
Ciao.
You
warrior
could never
princess.
resist the big payout.
Or Xena, as the warrior
What can I
princess.
say?
Ciao is like the queen
I'm a
of
greedy
Zeal.
man.
Some.
That's why you don't have any friends. You're selfish.
That's not true. I love him. Can't argue with that. Get to the point.
Skip the small talk. Why'd you lure Reyes here?
He's been taking all the good jobs in Kadara. It's
Maybe
gotten more
you
than
should
my attention.
let us have some small
So
talk
what?
because you're going to die
The
when it's
local
over.
smuggling union got together and decided to take me down?
Something like that.
Shit.
Move in.
Yeah, we should have let the we really should have let them finish the small talk just so that we wouldn't. Take that combo. Oh, I switched to the wrong gun at some point. Oh, we already won the battle. Never mind. Before I could even switch to the gun that I meant to be using, we won the battle.
We're all clear.
Getting close to the viability points I need, too. Alright, you guys can actually level up your cool stuff, so... Where are you at? Biotic Mastery. Boost your biotic stuff. Cryo ammo. Let's go with Biotic Mastery. I think that's where she's doing most of her damage. Although cryo ammo is fun. But I've already got something doing cryo damage. Meanwhile... Let's see... I could work on offensive tech. I have not yet reached the point where I've got 116 in tech skills, so I could do offensive tech. Is the next one useful, though? Anti-armor, tech damage, bonus to armor, tech damage one. No, the next one's not going to be useful. In fact, recharge speed is really the last one of these that's going to be all that terribly useful to us. Although 5 seconds of, this one actually, technical rounds, 30% weapon damage bonus for 5 seconds after using a tech power. Considering that we get a boost for using our cloak, if you use cloak and then fire off your gun within 5 seconds, you'd get a pretty big boost of damage. So this will eventually be useful. But in fact, we need combat sync more right now. Weight or spare ammo? And which one do I care about more? I'll go with pistols. And we'll do assault rifles next time, I guess. Oh, initiative commando. So engineers level 4, initiative commando level 4, and infiltrator at level 5. No cool new enemy types to scan. Again, they set up these fairly involved battle arenas, and then you don't really have that many guys to fight. Something seemed to be scannable. I was getting a noise. Maybe it's underneath this. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm missing. There was something scannable. Unless it's an Angaran node like we found a minute ago. Like anything you'd find it here, you'd expect to be Milky Way research data, which I don't care about much at all. What if Reyes were?
I wasn't popular, but I never thought the other smugglers would team up against
Yeah, take it as a compliment.
Kind of flattering, actually.
I'd lie low.
You'd be smart to keep a low profile.
Discretion is my forte. All that effort and no credits to show for it.
I wouldn't say that. Hurt. You have less competition now. Was she a smuggler or was she an assassin? I guess she was a smuggler who other smugglers hired.
There are a few less smugglers in Kadara. Think of it as thinning out the competition.
You and your silver linings, Pathfinder. I should clean up this mess. Zia was a piece of work, but it feels wrong to leave her out in the open.
She's in a building. You can let her rot in here. So are we done here? You seem to still be someone I could talk to.
Go on. I'll take care of this.
So at least I owe her that much since I murdered her. Oh, we can take care of her remains right here. Pistol quick receiver. I don't know. I'm still kind of wondering what we missed that we're supposed to be able to scan. You stand right here and I just... game gets all excited. But even if you come underneath, there's really nothing happening right here. Unless there's something on the roof. And this does kind of seem to be a building that is part of the larger map. So maybe there's something going on out here. Ooh. Ooh. Just checking out the roof like you do. You come across a new building, you walk around on the roof scanning. There we go, that's what it was. And it was Helios text, so it's kind of worth getting. What does this do to our Kadara assignments? Settling Kadara, return to the Tempest. So we're done working with Reyes. I guess we return to the Tempest and we get a call from somebody saying, hey, plot progression. We also get Iridium. Thank you for taking care of those smugglers. Here's Iridium for you. So we go back to the Tempest. I guess something happens. Presumably an email.
Been asking if you can come by.
Well, that's fine.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Oh god, really? To Ryder from Reyes Vidal. Ryder, something interesting just fell into my lap. Call me when you have a minute. Reyes, the warrior. Yes.
AVP outstanding.
See, we don't even go talk to him in person. We call him on the comm. It's a sure sign something huge is happening story-wise.
Bitcoin channels are ready, Pathfinder.
Reyes Vidal. Yeah, boy.
Ryder, how's my favorite Pathfinder?
This doesn't sound urgent.
Suvi said you called about something important.
Thought you could use a night off. Sloane's holding a get-together for the locals. I managed to snag an invite. Care to be my +1?
Sloane's hosting a party?
Sloane doesn't seem like the party type.
The party man.
She sees these events as a necessary evil to keep the people happy.
Sounds pretty neat. As long as, well, we don't have to have sex afterwards, do we?
I'd never say no to free drinks.
Especially from Sloane's reserve. I'll meet you outside Outcast HQ.
Attend Sloane's party with Reyes the warrior. I can check and see if we have new rewards and shit coming. Not just yet. Sounds like an opportunity to have a lot of dialogue going weird different directions. So let's save just in case we don't get another chance. Although I'm sure we will. And I will head for the planet.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Next time, we're gonna go to a home party. Welcome to Sloane's home party. I'm MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you'll tune in next time as we attend a party. It's gonna be fun. And it's going to involve dialogue choices, and probably no matter what you say, it will eventually see a settlement arriving on the planet. Bye-bye.